Hey there, welcome back to my channel, it's me, the Mind Injector. Now, imagine this. The electric vehicle game is getting a whole new player. NIO, the powerhouse in China's EV scene, just dropped a bombshell by teaming up with Geely, the force behind Volvo. And this isn't your usual partnership. It's a strategic alliance diving deep into the world of battery swapping. But hold on, is this a game changer for NIO stock, or is it a gamble with high stakes? In this video, we're dissecting the alliance, exploring the pros and cons, and deciphering if NIO is steering towards a revolution or a roadblock. Buckle up, because you're about to dive into the future of EVs. Let's set the stage first. NIO, the electric vehicle stalwart in China, is no stranger to the spotlight. Riding high on the EV revolution, it's been making waves with its innovative designs and cutting-edge technology. But in the ever-evolving EV landscape, staying ahead means shaking hands with the right partners. And in this episode, NIO just shook hands with Geely Automobile, the name behind Volvo, in a move that could reshape the EV narrative. So, what's the deal? According to the latest buzz, NIO and Geely have inked a strategic partnership, not just for a casual collaboration but a deep dive into the realms of battery swapping. Geely, the proud owner of Volvo and Zeekr, becomes the second automaker to join NIO in the battery swapping adventure. Last week, NIO rolled out a similar plan with Changan Automobile. Now, the real game begins. The essence of this partnership? Cooperation. They're joining forces on standards, technology, and model development, all focused on the intricate dance of battery swapping. Picture this: drivers swapping depleted packs for fully charged ones in minutes. It's a game changer in a world where every minute counts. But NIO stock isn't cruising on smoother roads just yet. Let's navigate through the pros and cons, the twists and turns of this partnership. On the surface, it seems like a win-win. NIO gets a dense partner in Geely, spreading the risk, cutting costs, and addressing the major headache of EV adoption, charging time. Not every house has a garage for overnight charging, right? So, if battery swapping is as quick as NIO claims, it's a solution to a major EV roadblock. The recent decisions from NIO, like the 10% workforce reduction, signal a serious intent to improve its financials. But here's where the road gets tricky. The challenge isn't just about dancing, it's about the dance floor. Battery swapping sounds great until you look at the high infrastructural and operational costs. Yes, partnerships ease the burden, but it's still an expensive tango. Now, let's talk technical. For battery swapping to groove, compatibility is key. The recent agreement mandates NIO and Geely to develop EVs that can tango with each other's battery swap systems. Geely, with around 300 swap stations, has plans. Big plans. By 2025, it's eyeing 5,000 stations. That's ambitious. But hold on. The US is already invested heavily in traditional charging stations. Shifting the rhythm to a different paradigm, that's a mammoth task. But it's not just about dancing solo. NIO and Geely are in this together, adopting a co-investment, co-construction, shared, cooperative model. It's a coordinated dance, aiming for an efficient battery asset management mechanism, a unified battery swap operation, and vehicles that can seamlessly waltz between each other's systems. It's not just a partnership, it's a synchronized performance. Now, let's talk finance, the footwork of this intricate dance. NIO, with its eyes on improving margins, anticipates significant sequential growth in the latter half of 2023. How? Well, the increased sales and volume of NT2 products coupled with cost control measures could turn the tides. But it's a balancing act. Navigating the financial dance floor while diving deep into a battery swapping revolution, it's a double-edged sword. Before we dive deeper, let's hear the Wall Street waltz. Analysts have been humming a moderate buy tune for NIO stock. In the last 3 months, it's been a mix of 5 buys and 3 holds. On average, the price target floats around $13.61, hinting at an upside of around 88%. But remember, the stock market is a dance of uncertainty, and predictions are just the opening notes of the song. Now, what sets NIO apart from the rhythm of other companies? NIO isn't just a player, it's the conductor of its orchestra. Handling everything from battery charging to autonomous driving, it's a one-stop shop for EV enthusiasts. And guess what? They've even dropped their own phone to sing with their cars. Now, that's a symphony of innovation. Let's talk numbers, the crescendo of this electric symphony. In third quarter, NIO hit a high note with sales reaching 55,432 units, the highest in a quarter, and the deliveries in October a whopping 16,074 units. But here's the real kicker. In 2023, NIO has already made 126,000 deliveries, a 33% jump from 2022. How? It's not just about the cars. It's about the meticulous evaluation of the sales team, strategic restructuring, and a synchronized effort to hit the high notes. Before we get into the exciting details, let me introduce you to Moomoo Financial. If you open a brokerage account with Moomoo and deposit at least $1 using the link in the description, you'll get a chance to draw a free stock worth up to $2,000. But that's not all. If you make a net deposit of $100 or more, you'll receive not just one, but 5 free stocks worth up to $2,000 each. And if you're really serious about investing, you can deposit $1,000 or more and get a whopping 15 free stocks, bringing your potential earnings to a staggering $30,000. So sign up now using the link in the description and get those free stocks. Now let's get back to the video. Let's go to year 2030. While many of the current startup EV companies might not be around by 2030, we can be reasonably sure that NIO should be able to survive the current slump. However, its long-term forecast will depend on the success of its upcoming models, sustainable profitability and free cash flows, as well as the planned international expansion, which is now looking a lot more complicated than a few quarters back. For instance, while NIO plans to enter the US market by 2025, the company might find itself at a disadvantage in the world's most lucrative automotive market due to the tax credit rules, which won't apply to its cars imported from China. With EV buyers increasingly price conscious, the absence of a $7,500 EV tax credit could hurt NIO's prospects in the US market. Also, while the company has started shipping cars to Europe, in October the European Commission opened a formal anti-subsidy investigation into imports of battery electric vehicles from China. Almost every country is trying to create a domestic ecosystem of electric car manufacturing, which is at odds with NIO's current business model of producing the cars in China and then shipping them globally. The big question is, will NIO stock reach $100 by 2030? At present, NIO stock trades under $8, with a market cap of just around $12.8 billion. At its peak in February 2021, NIO's market cap was a tad short of $100 billion. But those were different times, and for loss-making EV names, almost a different epoch altogether. To reach $100 by 2030, NIO stock would need to rise at a CAGR of more than 40% and jump 13.4 times from these levels, which would mean a market cap of $180 billion. In conclusion, is NIO's battery swapping tango a chart topper or a wild card? The partnership with Geely is a bold move, a dance into the unknown. The pros are tantalizing, the potential to slash EV adoption barriers, reduce costs, and make NIO stock a more attractive melody. But the cons, the complexities of infrastructure, compatibility, and international shifts make it a risky dance. This is it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and please make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below.